Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 stocks and their tremendous moves or potential moves. These are all headlines that just came out. We're going to go through one by one, and we're going to talk about what I think about the news. So first off, we always look at the market, right? So this is the SPY trading sideways here, trying to move upwards, looking like we're trying to curl up on the MACD. NASDAQ, very similar, right? Looks like it's to be curling up. The Russell looks like it's been going sideways pretty steadily in this new trending channel, which is using the old channel's support as resistance, which is very interesting, right? So we do have to break above this and get into our regular channel. The VIX is down today 5% at the time of this recording, so that's a good sign. We're at that $20 level that we like. So the markets are relatively calm. You can see that it looks like we're going to continue going downwards as well. So that's a good sign. But let's talk about the first stock up here. First stock that came out with news is Disney. So let's look first at the stock itself, and then we'll look at the information pushing it. So today Disney is down 4.8%. It was trending in this nice channel, and we've since November, middle of November, early November, we've been trending downwards with the overall market. One thing that I like to do in times like this, where we're trending in a very sideways channel, and then we come down a little bit or whatever, sometimes it's good to zoom out a little bit further. So now, if we're looking at the 5-year chart, right? So I was on the 1-year chart, now we're looking at the 5-year chart. Overall, it seems to be trending in this sideways channel, right? I mean, back here, we could say 153 to 85, or we could say this kind of resistance support level of 110, and then we pushed up, now we're coming back down, right? So if you want to draw a general trend, right, over the last 5 years, you could say that it's between about 152 and 113. So we've come back to that. We always kind of revert to the mean. But anyway, so Disney stock is down. In my mind, I think it could continue to see some short-term downward movement, and that's all based off of this news that came out recently. So basically, Florida State passes the bill to dissolve Disney's independent special district in a special session. So we can look down at this a little bit more, but the overall giant trend, giant piece of information, the takeaway for this article is that there are certain parts of Florida that are allowed to operate as independent of the rest of the state. So in other words, Disney is its own, so to speak, country. They take care of their own fire. They have their own fire house, and they take care of water and maintaining property and roads and buildings, and all the income that they get in order to do all that comes from the theme park and the overall Disney brand, right? So they're allowed to act separate. They don't have to follow all of the rules that other cities and towns and districts in Florida have to. Now, I know this sounds weird, and I really never heard about this before until this article came out, and I dug into it a little bit deeper, but it seems to be more common than you think. So let's kind of just scroll down. We'll kind of pick out the highlights. So it's called Reedy Creek Improvement District, and it runs as its own government, providing fire protection, emergency utility planning services for the property around Disney World. Now, this article doesn't say, but I read somewhere else that it's like 25,000 acres of land would be part of this Reedy Creek. So the long and the short of it, you can get into the political end of it. I don't want to do that here. But Florida kind of came out with a law, and it was about teaching children about certain things in the classroom, and Disney didn't appreciate it, so they spoke out and they said that we're not in favor of this. And so DeSantis, who is the Florida governor, basically said, okay, well, we're going to get rid of your special status. So they went back and forth, tit for tat, and now we're at a place where Disney's not allowed to operate as their own, so to speak, entity. So what this does is I think it just kind of hurts the brand of Disney. Being in the news for negative reasons always draws attention to you in the wrong light. So I think that, of course, there's going to be other things that go into this, but I think that really it's just the brand getting hurt that's going to hurt Disney in the short term. So I would watch for a bit of a fall for Disney. I think long term it's a huge company and they have so many different assets and they own ESPN and other things like that. So I think they're going to turn out to be okay, but I just want to put that on your radar. That's another big story that came out. So the next one up here is Plug Power. So this has been a retail favorite for a long time, and I do have part of this company. I do have Disney as well, but Plug Power, this is actually a good headline, right? So again, we're going to zoom back out. This is the 1 year. It looks like we're trending sideways. Looks like we could be curling up. If you look at the 5 year, we were way back down here. This is a penny stock not too long ago. Well, relatively. In June, and then it pushed up all the way to $65, and it came back down with the whole market, popped up. Well, you can see the chart, right? So overall, we're still trying to find a true value for this company. They do hydrogen power, and they're a clean energy, new wave company that was very popular with retail. But anyway, here's the reason why I believe that this is going to go up. Just looking at it on the 1 year chart, we were at highs of 43. We're at 26 now. I think, but we came out and found this article. If I could find it. All right. That was annoying. Sorry, guys. So, Plug Power snags Walmart fuel deal as green hydrogen revs up amid oil price spike. So, the major takeaways are the overall of the article summary is that Walmart is now using Plug Power to supply the energy to power their forklifts. So, if you know anything about Walmart, it's a huge company, a lot of warehouse space, a lot of potential to make a good first impression with a big customer. Plug Power is a small company, and this is really just going to be a big boost for their name and their business, teaming up with someone the likes of Walmart. So we can get into kind of the overall numbers, right? I mean, Walmart has been a Plug Power customer since 2012. The U.S. Energy Department estimated more than 30,000 hydrogen-fueled forklifts were operating in the country as of 2020. So this is not a new thing, but it just came out that now they are going to ramp up and order more, and they're going to take their relationship to the next level with Plug Power. So you can get into the whole nitty-gritty of it, but I don't want to take too much time on this video. We're already close to the end. So anyway, this is one that I would watch out for. I believed in Plug Power before, and I think this is really going to help them out in the future. Now, the next thing that everybody's looking at, it's been all over, super popular, is a little company called Netflix, right? So as everybody knows, it's down today, 36% dropped after earnings and after they came out and said that they lost all these subscriptions. So basically, if you've been living under a rock, Netflix said that its customer base fell by 200,000 subscribers during the January to March quarter. And this is a contradiction because they said that it would gain subscribers, right? So not only did they not gain, but they actually lost. And this is due to a number of different things. They say that password sharing is one. So they said that people are sharing their passwords, and obviously that's the case, right? Everybody knows that you share your Netflix password with other people. So that makes complete sense. The other thing is they said that the pandemic is kind of behind us, so people are going out and traveling more, and they're not spending as much time in front of the TV. So that's kind of hurt them as well. The next thing is with the inflation and all the issues with the dollar, people don't have as much money to spend, so they're starting to cut back on luxuries, one of which is Netflix, right? So that's another thing that's hurting him. Then the other thing is that not only is inflation happening, but now they're raising their prices, right? So it started off as like $7 or whatever, and now it's like $21. So they're becoming more expensive, and that just creates a whole world of other problems, right? So it's because more expensive, people can't afford it, so they either get rid of the service or they share passwords with each other, and so that's basically what's going on. You can read this article, or you can just Google it, and you'll kind of find information on what's going on with it. But another factor is that they pulled out of Russia, so they lost a lot of subscribers that way. And the company also projected that they're going to lose another 700,000 subscribers, right? So, 700,000 from the Russia protest, and then another 2 million in the next quarter. So they're already forecasting bad results for the next quarter. One thing that they said that they could do to kind of right the ship is they might charge an additional a couple bucks a month in order to let you share your password and basically create users, but I don't think people are going to go for that because they're already doing it for free anyway. So unless there's a way that Netflix can kind of curtail people sharing passwords, I don't think they're going to get any money from that. What does that mean for us though, right? Let's look at the stock. This is on a year time frame. We were at 684. We're now at 222. It's like a 3x drop basically from its tops. If you go back and we look at the 5-year, we saw, we haven't seen this price right now where we are, 223, since January of 2018. So if you feel that Netflix hasn't made any progress since January 18 and that the value is still the same, then, I don't know what to tell you. I don't believe it is. I believe that this is an overcorrection, but at the same time, you don't really know, right? It also dropped here on these earnings, and I thought that it was going to kind of right, and it continued to kind of downtrend, and now we have another large drop. So I think there's a lot of momentum for Netflix to move downward. I would watch it. I mean, by all normal signals, this looks like a buy, right? If we go back to the yearly time frame, it's a huge momentum swinging to the downward. We're way oversold over here on the RSI. This is a huge gap. Gaps usually get filled. However, you always want to look at the fundamentals. So I would not be surprised if it continues to fall. I would watch it for the next couple of days and see what it does before buying in. That's just my own opinion. Everything that I say is my own financial opinion, not financial advice, so take it as you will. Anyway, guys, so that's what I'm seeing today. Those are the 3 that I'm watching. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Please like and subscribe.